shout out to Hoop Shark, man. I'm gonna add you to the crew, man. This crew called Hoop Shark. They've been getting at it, man. They the ones that's gonna grill you, man, because they majority are all Houston people. So that's
shout out to Hoop Shark. Shout out to Hoop Shark.
Yes, my friend. Shout out to Hoop Jargon. Appreciate y'all coming back with another video, man. We out here just gonna cover a few things going on with the NBA landscape. There's some big news dropping. Woe's dropping some mini bombs. We're gonna talk about that, but I gotta bring my boy Between the Game Sports on, and he's here.
Yo, what up? I'm here. What's the word?
Yeah, man. So it's crazy what's going on out here in the landscape. And early bird out here, Logan Sullivan. What's up, my guy? How you feeling, man? Let's go. How we doing, man? We doing good. Well, I can't speak for Will. I can speak for myself. You know, I ain't doing too bad. You know, and for those on this stream later, I'm gonna be on with DJ Ron Cut, New Media Nation United. So we gonna talk about the draft too. But you know, me and Will had some time, so we gonna give y'all a little bit of education.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I guess the thing on everybody's mind is the Westbrook situation, man. So I know it's not official all the way. Is what I'm saying. It's a mini Woj bomb. What do you think about that situation, and what's the potential for it?
The potential? I really don't know, man. Russ' personality is just it's so aggressive and it's so different compared to LeBron, man. So at some point, they're gonna have to figure out. Is Russ going to have to move over to the 2? Because LeBron's going to have the ball in his hand regardless. Whatever teammate he's had, they had to take the back seat. So with Russ being a stat stuffer, what is he going to do? He can't shoot worth a damn. So he can't go sit in the corner. He can't really cut because LeBron likes to drive. And then you have AD. If we can figure him out to get him on the block more and stop fading away to this three-point line that he loves so much.
That left side, man.
Yeah, that may be able to happen. You have Russ cutting on the back door or something like that. But him being so ball dominant over the years, I don't see it happening. And I know your love for Russell Westbrook has got you going right now. So, how you feeling about this situation?
Man, listen. I respect Russell Westbrook as an athlete. I think Russell Westbrook is an exceptional talent. I think Russell Westbrook is probably the most athletic point guard we've ever seen. But
before the D-Rose injury, or after the D-Rose injury.
Yeah, D-Rose is probably the most.
Yeah.
I can't get over his IQ, man. I can't get over it. When I see him fold in meaningful times and meaningful areas. And it's not because he's scared of the moment. It ain't because of that. He just has the mentality to run through the wall. Like he's what you call like a fastball pitcher. All he got is the heavy stuff. He ain't got nothing off speed. And I like point guards. Well, I like players, especially point guards who have a second gear. And I just, no, man, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I remember, what was that? That was 2 years ago in the bubble, man. What was that? The Rockets was getting throttled by, what was it, OKC or OKC, the Lakers, whoever. And then they were losing by like, and then Russ said something to somebody like, y'all better switch. And I'm like, dude, you're down 40.
I do remember that.
Who was it, dude?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I want to say the Thunder.
I remember that. Yeah, I think it was the Thunder because they played Chris Paul. That's his mentality, though, man. Like, switch to what? Like, for what?
You about to get eliminated, dude. Why are we switching? It doesn't matter.
But that's how he thinks basketball.
Yeah,
it's about winning my matchup. And I use a classic Ricky Rubio example when they got their ass whipped by the Jazz and Rubio hit him for 30. And in the press conference, he was so agitated, and not because necessarily they lost. I'm not saying he don't care about losing. He was mad about Rubio hitting for 30. His commentary was that he going to go and shut him down next game. I'm like, dude, Rubio is not going to go for 30 again, dog.
Yeah,
He's not in his game. He's
a journeyman point guard.
Come on, man. Let me get some of these comments, man. Keep these safe shit. averaged 27, 7, and 7 with James Harden, stopped the cap.
That he did.
And then they were 2 and out, and it was a bad brand of basketball they played. So yeah, he got his numbers. Russ gonna get his numbers. I mean, we know that. But as far as have a championship product, I vehemently disagree with that. You say Lamar may be drunk, man. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Lamar. Logan said Westbrook would be a very good player for the Lakers. He's very athletic. That would help a lot. And he is good at playmaking. He's good at playmaking. Yes, he is. But to Will's point, how good is he in a playmaking standpoint when the ball not in your hand? Exactly. And for an extended period, man. Like, so when have you seen Westbrook come off a curl, with precision? When you see him, run a pin down correctly? Like he said, the ball's going to be in his hand most of the time, and that's LeBron's job. And so inversely, when you see LeBron do those things consistently. So I have a lot of questions about that pairing.
It's going to be interesting to see Frank Vogel's meshing, I guess, lineups with that. I don't know who they losing in the trade. I want to say Kuzma,
KCP, and Trez, I believe.
KCP. So KCP wasn't the best of shooters, but he was a shooter, and he was probably their most consistent shooter. But you trade that and you get Russ. Okay, so who's going to play with that second unit?
Yeah, I guess the logic is you would want maybe you kind of stagger them and you let Russ run the second unit a little more too.
But those guys, you got Taylor Horton Tucker. I guess I don't know if they're trying to get rid of him or not. But if the Lakers are trying to progress, they want to see him progressing as well. So I just don't see him being able to progress with Russell Westbrook as his point guard.
Name a point guard that progressed under Russell Westbrook's team. I'll wait. All right, FYF says it's over. Great players figured out. Lakers, if healthy, win the next season. In theory, that sounds good. In theory, great players do figure it out. In theory. My question is, with two, three-way players, how well can you figure that out? Because I watched Lonzo, who was a three-way player, and I get it. He's not. I get it. Westbrook is way better than Lonzo Ball. I understand that. But you saw the conflict that it turned Lonzo into a stand-the-corner shooter. And if you notice, the first year, he struggled very bad with that role. Now he's fine because he perfected that shot. But who else got a broke jumper? Russell Westbrook. So you relegate him to be a stand-the-corner shooter, boy. You got cold nights and cold days ahead.
Man, what happened to Russ? If I remember correctly, his earlier years before the MVP season, he was a pretty decent mid-range shooter and a pretty decent free throw shooter. Like, what happened from that time he left the Thunder to now? The dude can't. If I remember correctly, he was shooting about 82, 85% from free throw line at one point in his career.
I think he's losing focus or something. It has to be something because if you remember, like James Harden, now he got so bad at defense. He was fine on defensive end for OKC. So it's almost like when you exert so much on a certain aspect of your game, you let the other part go because maybe you're not as focused in that capacity. Maybe I'm just guessing. I can't answer a question for Russell Westbrook. But from a speculatory standpoint, that's all I can really say.
I would love to see the Lakers go ahead and get Buddy Hield.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
I would prefer that to happen because even though Buddy Hield has never played with the caliber of a LeBron James or a Anthony Davis.
That's an understatement.
I think Buddy Hield is a solid player. He's shown ability that he had in college to do the same thing in the NBA. I think he's just a solid player. He'd be a great pickup for the Lakers. Gotten better at creating his own shot. He's not a Bradley Beal type of dude, but he can create a shot a little bit, but he's a hell of a catch and shoot guy. So what do you need playing with the Lakers? You need somebody that can catch and shoot.
Yep. He can play defense. No, he's perfect. He's a perfect fit. So, but he's just not the bigger name. Of course, I mean, you know how people go. You want the bigger name. But as far as fit, I mean, Buddy Hield makes sense to me. Kidder Pay say, when you take the year off from being a Lakers fan to quiet, hey, man, I'm going to be a solid fan, man. That's going to be, oh, my God. And you know what? Here's the thing. It's the fans that come with Westbrook. But y'all some funny people, man. Y'all Westbrook heads, y'all hilarious, man. I won't go too far into this, but I've never seen a faction of fans that make so many excuses for such a high-level player of failing, rather, and being a leader. So I'm good. I'm good if that doesn't take place. You know, I live in LA, so even if I'm gonna take the year off as a fan, I'm still gonna go to the games. I mean, it's right up the street, but yeah, I don't want to think about it. Who Jordan? Go look at Russell Westbrook clutch numbers. He was first NBA in field goal percentage and efficiency in the fourth quarter. That's a fake narrative by Russ. Fair enough. So I don't argue with these percentages and shit. I'm about closing series out, playing smart basketball. So I mean, you can go and use that to trying to reverse engineer history. But I mean, we've all seen it play out with him losing his head at bad times and costing his team crucial games. So I mean, if you want to throw that out there, I'm assuming you're right. However, that doesn't change what we've seen his whole career. Go ahead, Will.
Clutch numbers is I hate the way they calculate that, but because what is it? Making a bucket or a go-ahead bucket within the last 5 minutes of a fourth quarter or something like that, the NBA does. But let's count for the first 7 minutes of that fourth quarter, man. Russell Westbrook has some of the worst fourth quarter IQ I've ever seen in a player. And there's a difference in having a first quarter IQ and a difference in having a fourth quarter IQ. I've seen him too many times take contested threes early in the shot clock in the fourth quarter when they're up 5 or 6 points. Bad drives, bad turnovers.
Horrible turnovers.
Yeah, just stupid stuff. So you got to watch the whole game, man. I'm an eye test type of person. So that clutch numbers thing is can be misconstrued in my opinion. I don't really like the way the NBA does that. The last 5 minutes of a go-ahead bucket, this and that. But let's count the first 7 minutes.
I look at the whole.
This guy can help any squad. Y'all do is literally talking like you're not finna go play with LeBron and the Lakers. I guess Hoop Jargon, man, his connection disconnected for a little bit. So, man, I ain't got no problem with Russ, man. It'd be interesting to see him go over there and, play with LeBron. But again, he's still going to have to take a back seat. Nobody has ever been ahead of LeBron in the ball dominant category. So what is Russ going to be able to do? He can't shoot. He has terrible IQ in the fourth quarter. I'm just saying. We'll wait and see if Hoop Jar can get back on, his connection gone. So it is what it is. I'm hearing that I just read that. I can't find it. The Sixers, that's what it was. The Sixers tried to trade Ben Simmons to Golden State for Wiseman and like 4 picks, and the Warriors turned it down. So that's crazy. And this boy got the craziest connection. Try to text him real quick. Can't see. I'm trying to scroll through these comments. They can't pop up. Somebody said it sounds like you guys are trying to convince yourself that this won't work. I can care less if it works or not, man. I'm just a fan of the game. Somebody said this is a terrible move.
I'm back.
We shall see. Boy, your connection's shaky, boy.
Nah, my phone overheated. They just shut off. I have never had that happen during the stream, so my apologies, guys. Let me catch up. Man, shout out to my guy, Little Big Nate, man. big boy out there in the Black Manosphere, man. Thank you for tuning in, bro. We're gonna try to lace you down a little bit. Let me get caught up with these comments. Sorry, guys. But hey, we build as we fly over here. Life gives you lemons, make lemonade. All right, let's see. All right, Westbrook. Okay, I think you commented about that already. Trey says, FYF, do you think Russ comes off the bench? They bring in Zoe? Absolutely not. Russell Westbrook ain't coming off no bench.
No, sir. Until he's later in his career, he's not coming off the bench.
Probably not even then. He like Kobe. Kobe said, I ain't never come off the bench. I can't see that. Let's see. FYF. Yeah, I'm sure you already addressed this comment.
Yeah, I just spoke on that.
Yeah, bro. It ain't about that at all. Yeah,
I don't have a team to cheer for. I just like to watch the game. I can care less if it works out or not, man. But as I know, there's plenty of Laker fans in the world. They are very concerned about that right now, and one of them is your host.
I'm Laker fans. I'm Laker fans, bruh. Man, listen, dog. Again, I'm not on here to say Russell Westbrook ain't a great player because he is. I'm not gonna say he won't be one of the top whatever players when it's all shook out. I ain't taking nothing away from that man. What I do is he plays a dumb brand of basketball, especially when it matters, and I don't want him on my team. Point. And exclamation point, period, semicolon, all that. No, I don't want it. But so here's the thing, but being in the media, you can't always put your bias towards it. So I kind of want to just talk about, even if it does happen, even though I don't want it to happen, I can't control that. Let's talk about, how that actually can work out if it comes to if it comes to fruition. Our AD says it's such a terrible move. Let me get caught up with somebody. I'll let you go. See Amaya trolling Cliff Franks. Let's see. Such a sideways move. I agree. Let's see what you think they do with Dennis. Dennis gonna be gone. I'm not sure how they're gonna get rid of him. Yeah, he's gonna be gone. Believe that.
There's no way he can stay.
No way. Because them two played together in freaking OKC, right? Yeah, it didn't work out. Him and he ran him off, and he ran off. No. Shooter stayed, but I don't think they meshed well. And Dennis, what's the other boy? Look, damn, they're just like Shooter. Dennis, the point guard.
OKC.
Yeah, around that time, Bobby. Damn it, it'll come to me.
Oh no, Reggie Jackson went with that group.
Reggie Jackson, sorry, damn. Why can't I think? Reggie Jackson played with Russell Westbrook too, and he seems to run off other good quote unquote point guards. So I don't know if I love that Westbrook pairing with no damn Dennis Schroeder. It's two heady guys and all that. So everybody says, remember this conversation. I'll be back when the Lakers are stomping the mud hole in the West. You know what? Here's the thing. I don't see it coming. But if they do, they do. And I don't mind being wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Shit, I can't predict the future. I don't see it, man. I don't see it at all. At all. But
even with this addition, if this happens, the Lakers, I guess progression or success, I'm trying to say, depends on Anthony Davis. Like as you what was it? Dane said this the other day. LeBron is going to what, year 18, 19? So at some point his body is going to start struggling. So if AD is not doing well, the Lakers are not doing well. He's there for a reason. He's there to carry the team to the playoffs or whatever. So there's a reason why LeBron went out and tried to get AD and did get AD. So Lakers success, how far they go depends on Anthony Davis. And I'm tired of seeing him running hook across the lane. Get your big butt on the block and punish folks, man. When he's on, he's tough to go up. But when he's drifting out to this 3-point line and want to do this running start, flailing layup.
Everything away from the basket. Everything away from the basket. Like, bro, come on, man.
I hate the flailing layup. I hate it.
Yeah, so KP DeVille says you're taking the year off if they get them. So in my mind, I'm gonna take you off, but I just say I'm still gonna go to the Lakers games. I mean, it's right up the street. I'm gonna still go. I'm just gonna be like, this is really my team. All right. Just got to live with it. Let's see. My boy Andrew says, Buddy is solid, just needs to play good team defense. Absolutely. He say, I don't like, man, I'm sorry, these comments are loading slow, man. Is it playing okay on your end, Will?
I'm smooth over here. You kind of chopping up, so I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna take my cam down. Maybe that'll help me with the overall thing because it's slow roll over here, kind of with the visuals. All right, so let me go back. Let me read some more comments. All right. Yeah, that's kind of what we were saying about the disaster aspect. Jason Simmons said, "What's up, who? What up, bruh?" Anthony Rizzo to the Yankees.
Yeah, I'm not keeping up with baseball this year, so I don't know.
If it ain't the Stros, I don't want it. But yeah, Yankees need to do something. I know Yankees are struggling this year, so yeah, they need to do something. Lakers are going to get guys Bullock and Wayne Ellington to fill out the roster. JaVale may come back to LA. Damn, is Wayne Ellington still hooping?
No, Wayne Ellington's still in the NBA, though.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I think we about the same age.
Yeah, salute to him, man. He's figured it out. He got one job, and that's to shoot the ball, and just in case somebody need him to come in. So he's mastered that art. So salute to his journey in the NBA.
Much respect, man. He even found a way to extend his career out. Like you would think guys like let's see, Jimmer Fredette, you would think that they have figured it out by now, but they can't, man. NBA, the best of the best. It is what it is.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Metasolar says Brooklyn's about to get loaded. Hey, you know NBA is a copycat league, so if they pull something like this, you better believe the Nets gonna keep on loading up.
I just saw that they traded Shemet to Phoenix for Javon Carter and one of their picks tonight, I believe. So they lost a shooter.
Well, there it is.
And the way Joe Harris shot the ball in the playoffs, they probably should have played Shemet a little more.
Yeah, I guess it could be a double-edged sword with playing Joe heavy minutes because they like to get up and, he ain't the most athletic cat. And so.
Yeah, but we talked about that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I said we talked about that on the show maybe months ago when we was talking about how there's a difference in hitting regular season shots and then hitting playoff shots. And sure enough, Joe Harris came up. Look what happened. So we kind of spoke that.
We're hitting what kind of shots, bro?
Playoff shots, hitting regular season shots compared to playoff shots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, we talked about that with Joe Harris, and sure enough, look what happened. So, it's tough.
Man, it's a whole other beast. It's a whole other beast when them playoffs running, man. I don't care what you say. If you play ball at any level past JV, you know how I feel, man.
Playoffs are tough.
I'm sorry. It is what it is. All right, Excursion says, Excursion, I guess that says, has the trade happened yet? No, it's not official yet. And Woj is kind of reporting some conflicting reports. He's saying that they're close to that deal, but they're also close to the deal for Buddy Hield from the Kings. So almost like you don't know which one to believe. He's talking out both sides of his mouth. Let's see. All right, Jason Zimmerman says, God, these comments love slow. I'm so sorry, y'all. How do you see it playing out with Russ and LeBron on the court at the same time? Context, offense, and scheme. So we talked about this a little bit, but Will, you can go ahead and kind of just give a recap of how we feel that'll flow together with them both on the side.
Well, Russ is going to have to become an off-guard type of person. He's going to have to become a slasher, right? In 2K terms, a pure slasher, because especially in the first unit, he's not going to have the ball in the first unit. So, but how do you play that out if Anthony Davis is supposed to be on the block, taking away the pressure from LeBron, and because he can't get to the basket as much as he used to or as good as he used to? So, if Anthony Davis is on the block, you can't have Russell Westbrook slash. Now, if you got Anthony Davis, veering out to the 3-point line, then yeah. But again, Russ has never been able to not play with the ball in his hands. That's why him and Harden struggle the second go around. So what is Russ going to be able to do? He's not a spot-up shooter. His mid-range is shaky now, and he can't make free throws. So Russ is going to have to wait his turn and get in with the second unit. And whatever Frank Vogel decides to do is going to be interesting. So it is, again, more than likely he's gonna be a spot up shooter in the corner. So that happens. I hope he's working on his jumper for the summer.
Oh my God, Russell Westbrook is spot up shooter. Oh man, that's a scary. It's like saying JaVale McGee a ball handler.
you can't even be a spot up shooter with Russell Westbrook on 2K, dog.
You literally cannot. If you master his jumper, then maybe. The universe would not allow it to happen, man. He's Russell Westbrook is Russell Westbrook, bro. Go ahead.
So here's a little tidbit I was told by a dude, that runs around NBA guys a lot, something like that. So if Russell Westbrook gets traded, this will be his 4th team in 4 years.
That's crazy.
And what they told me years ago. If you get traded a lot, it means 2 things. One thing is good, one thing is bad. One thing, it means that teams want you if you get traded, or trade for you. Second thing is, it means that other teams don't want you, or that team don't want you. So it's like a split down the middle. Mm-hmm. So it says a lot about you. It was they were talking about Tobias Harris. You're good enough that somebody wants you, but you're bad enough that somebody wants to get rid of you. So 4 teams in 4 years. What does that say about Russell Westbrook?
It says a lot to be a former MVP, to be a 2-time triple-double averaging point guard. That says a lot. That to me seems like a girl. Let me put it in terms that brothers can understand. Like a girl who just got it going on. She banging. If you understand where I'm going with that, and you wonder why she going from dude to dude, and you in your mind you're like, damn, I wouldn't mind having some of that. But you look like, okay, some gotta be wrong why dudes ain't committing to the chick. That's how I look at a Russell Westbrook situation. It is what it is, guys. Sorry. I'm sorry if you don't like it, man. But hey, the old game don't lie, man. If you keep getting passed on by people, it's a reason. That means you're talented. Or in the girl sense, that means you're fine. But something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. If they willing to part ways, if you're as good as you say.
Yeah, and this is after he averaged another triple-double season. They trying to trade him.
Who's that?
Go ahead. No, I was just saying, if he just averaged another triple-double, and Washington is okay in trading.
Yeah. Or moving on. If he that good, when they call him untradeable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing, man. So for the pro Westbrook guys, I get it. He's a great talent. We probably won't see nothing like him, in quite some time, just exactly like him. But I mean, at the end of the day, at this part of your career, it should be about winning. It shouldn't be about individual accomplishments no more. It should be about winning. And I just don't see him having that winning edge. I just don't see it. Sorry. If Westbrook gets straight into the Lakers, I still got the Nets to make it to the finals. I got the Nets if they both make it to the finals. I'm about to say, well, because the Nets going to the finals, they got shit to do with the Lakers. But no, you read it. I read it wrong. That's my fault. No, I can see that. I think the Bucks got a little fortunate, but that's basketball. Where people get hurt, having opportunities that that injuries won't will diminish you. And KD having that too big a foot, which is, I mean, you hate to see a guy be clutch like that and get it taken away over technicality. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm a Cowboy fan, so Dez caught it. I had to eat that. I had to live with the fact that this man caught it, made a football move, and still was called like incomplete, man. That's rough, man. That's rough. Hey, Grady, shout out to Grady Green, man, one of my players at Prairie View. He says, Holly Berry.
Yeah, getting passed around. It's tough.
Passed on, man. Holly Berry, she was like the most beautiful woman like 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
She was rated before. Still can't hold her husband down. That's like you say, it's something to it. I'm sorry, it's something to it. I'll even say this too. I think Wesley Snipes may have messed her up because I think she psychologically she was out of there. And I'll keep his name out this chat. One of my friends who lives out here in Los Angeles, he's an older gentleman. He ran into Halle Berry twice in his life, about 10 years ago, and he looks like Wesley Snipes. And she ran into they saw each other like at a CVS twice, bruh. Halle Berry froze up like it was like when you see that Cujo dog across the street. You don't want that action. Halle Berry did that to him twice. So that may give you a little more of an indication of how, she got some mental instability. And that's why dudes can snuff out quick. Like, yeah, I'm good. Just saying, guys, everything that look flashy, always say everything glitters isn't always gold, man. It is what it is. All right, let's see. Mm-hmm. All right, we got comments in. I'm sorry, these comments loading slow, y'all. We'll just say it's on the screen. It's supposed to be on the screen. Goodness gracious, stream y'all talking to your boy. I'm the Falcons fan. It don't get worse than this. Yeah, y'all got it. Y'all down bad right now, man. Y'all down bad.
It's tough.
All right. Do you think we still can get Buddy Hield or DeRozan? Sorry, Will, I'll let you go first, man. Shout out to Red Pill.
Let me jump in on this. Oh, I gotta get ready to bounce anyways. But DeRozan, I wouldn't mind him going over to the Lakers. He should have. San Antonio was a bad fit for him. They were on the downside of things. I don't know what DeRozan game fits in anymore in the NBA, man. He's still athletic. He's slow boogie with his moves. He's very deceptive. So I don't see him as a clutch type of player, I guess you can say. I think he has his moments. But again, the psychological part of playing with a LeBron James or a Michael Jordan, because the pressure is going to be there because of fans and media pundits and stuff like that. So those type of guys, you have to be mentally strong to play with. And I don't know if DeRozan is that mentally strong enough to play with LeBron James. So I don't know. You tell me.
Well, you know how LeBron is. He is the passive aggression king, and you better be mentally strong because he gonna in a surreptitious or secretive way, he gonna throw you under that damn bus if you ain't performing, and he gonna use the media to do it. So you better be ready for that. So yeah, you got to be mentally headstrong playing with LeBron because that's just what he does. I mean,
we already know DeRozan suffers from depression and stuff like that. So
yeah, so that's rough.
He's never been in a media following like that, especially in LA. Man, Toronto, yeah, you get some coverage. San Antonio, you get a little bit of coverage, but being in LA, playing for the Lakers, playing with LeBron James, that media coverage is tough.
Agreed. It is going to be tough. And now he's an LA kid. He went to USC, as we all know. But he's far removed from them days. He's had a nice little old comfortable situation out there in Toronto, being hidden away, and especially San Antonio. I mean, by raising hands, who all in here not from Texas being San Antonio? Thank you.
Yes,
so it is what it is.
All right, man. I got to dip, man.
Don't do your thing, bro. Appreciate you being on the chat, man.
Yep, man. Y'all be easy, man.
Man, y'all sub to my boy Between the Game Sports, man, and y'all like the chat right now. If y'all like what's going on, I plan on to go 30 minutes, but y'all on here rocking, so man, we rocking. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to my boy.
All right, man, y'all easy, peace.
Yes, sir. All right, now y'all can listen to me talk my shit by myself, which I like to do, which I so happen to like to do. So it's all good. All right, so there is G. He says Westbrook to LA. He averaged 21. 11 and 11. I don't know where all this stat pattern stuff come from. Him and AD would be deadly. Besides Brooklyn, I see no threat. Well, you're entitled to your opinion, brother, but the stat pattern comes from when he scores in places that when the game has been decided or when you need him to show up, he has struggles because, wow, again, I compared him to a fastball pitcher. You got one speed. So in my opinion, Russell Westbrook lacks a lot of nuance to his game. And when you lack nuance to your game, you're going to make it very difficult to win games when we're talking playoffs, when people are locking in, when their half-court defense is more pervasive. A guy like Russell Westbrook, he struggles in these spaces because, again, he doesn't have a lot of counterpunch. He's like, keep going with the first game plan he has, which is 100,000 miles per hour. And this is going back to original principles, guys. With most guys, what coaches scheme to do is take what you do like best. So you take away body lane, you're down to shoot. He's shooting bad jumpers. Guess what? You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose, and we've only seen it play out. Yeah. So that's why I'm as critical as I am over Westbrook, because I'm not doubting his overall talent. But to me, it's a lot of empty calories on those numbers he put up, because when it's time to translate those into playoff success. You see, I said the same thing about James Harden. I said the same shit about James Harden. I will say this: I don't hold this playoff run against James Harden because he clearly was banged up. And one thing y'all hamstring is jacked up. It's like lateral movement, like it's done. And I got ever to give James Harden no excuses. Trust me. If y'all know me from Hoop Jog in the Facebook group, I don't give James Harden no pass. However, a hamstring injury, man, it's rough, man. That's really rough to deal with. And so, but a healthy James Harden, what we saw, even with all that game he has, even with all the ISO he has, when it's playoff time, you start to see when the referees call the game a little tighter, when he wasn't getting those unnatural basketball move threes, it wasn't working. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. You know, again, me being the resident Laker fan in the building, I would love to see the Buddy Hield move. But, you know, Woj, man, what's up, man? Has Woj updated yet? Because Woj, he dropped it, the Buddy Hield situation. Then he back door and dropped the Russell Westbrook. So either A, he's trying to use one media, well, they're trying to use the media to negotiate a good deal, the Lakers I'm talking about. Or Woj is just kind of trying to be loyal to multiple sources. So I wonder what that's really about, y'all. So if he's updated his report, somebody let me know. But it's just interesting that he dropped both of those back to back like that, and we're almost an hour past the report, and there's no update. I find that to be very strange because I'm not gonna lie, in my group, I saw Westbrook was a done deal, and I was like, hold on, let me go to ESPN, and they were saying nearing complete. So I know that can mean a whole bunch of things. Near complete mean they put the one offer in. They waited, so I don't know, man. So I don't know. I think we got our first spam. Spam comment up there. Y'all tell the box to come holler at your boy. Y'all look at this. What the hell is this? you brought your lover back in 48 hours. Look at you trying to get, so if y'all down to get spam, man, your girl up. I don't know what language is at the bottom. Not because I told myself, your lover back together. There you go. That's a lovely love story in the middle of this basketball chat. Shout out to the spammers out there. To see NCCU Dog says, man, shout out to my swag fans out here, man. Thank y'all for following me through everything I put out, man. I was supposed to put out a video on Prairie View's newest offensive lineman. I will put that out shortly. I said Westbrook will have to play in the LeBron James system. That means he have to spot up a lot. That won't go well. And that's where I'm at, bro. I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not a person who's a detractor of his skill set. I just don't see that matching. I don't. I'm sorry, guys. You can call me a hater. You can call me not knowledgeable. Whatever you want to say, that's cool. But yeah, so all right, guys. So I gotta hop on my boy DJ Ron Cush video in about 30 minutes, and I gotta go make moves up Venice Beach. I'm enjoying living out here in Los Angeles, man. So thank y'all for patronizing this stream. I did not plan on going this long. I kind of want to just pop in and pop out. Y'all showed me so much love, and I appreciate it, man. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do that. If you have not liked the stream, please do that. If you want to drop a little bit of my Cash App, it's right there, man. $C Franks 11, and I guarantee you, if you get Cash App, I'm gonna give you a big shout out on my next video. So let me go ahead and
shout out to Hoops Jargon, man. I'm gonna ask you to the crew, man. This crew called Hoops Jargon. They've been getting at it, man. They the ones that's gonna grill you, man, because they majority are all Houston people. So that's
shout out to Hoops Jargon.
Shout out to Hoops Jargon.